Hello guys, this is Amosdoll Music, and in today's lesson I'm going to teach you how to play Girls Like You by Maroon 5. This is based off Welder's piano version, okay? So here we go, let's start with the first section, give you a preview before we start learning it. This is like the first motive that repeats throughout the song, okay? Check it out. And you repeat. Okay, so yeah, the based off this is actually pretty easy because the left hand chords is kind of like doing like ascending arpeggios all the way. So you can like kind of like substitute your own arpeggios as well throughout the way. But I'll teach you the note for it first, and then yeah, let's go. So right hand starts on the C, one octave above middle C. So C, D, E, D, C, 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 E, D, C, D, and then up to. Actually, before we do that next part, we'll just break it up into two parts so it's even easier to learn. So that's the first part, okay? Let's do this first part again. So C, D, E, D, C, 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 E, D, C, D. Okay, so that's the first part. It's always good to break up like songs into smaller parts. It's easier to digest and also easier to remember as well. Okay, here we go. Left hand, we have the two arpeggios here. The first arpeggio starting on the C, one octave below middle C. So C, up to G, up to the C, up to E, up to the G, and then two octaves below that G, up to D, G, B, D. That's the two arpeggios that you have to learn. Okay, as you can see, it's like a C major arpeggio going up to D, and then G major arpeggio going up to the D, like that. That's something for you to remember as well. So just start it like remember the first arpeggios, the C major arpeggio going to the G, and then the G major arpeggio going to the D. Yeah, all right. Yeah. So once you get the left hand, the main thing is just the left hand, I guess. The right hand's like pretty easy because it's all within like a few notes. Okay, so two hands together goes like this. So right hand starts E and together, then G and D together. E and G together, D and D together. That's it for the first part. One more time. Together, 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 together. Yeah, one more time. Together, 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 together. Like that. Yeah. The main thing is just getting those arpeggios nice and smooth. Right. Yeah, after you get the first part, let's move on to the second part. Alright, so the second part, right hand, it does this fast kind of tremolo between the G. It goes G, octave above G, 5 notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no, it's 6. So it goes low G, high G, and then for like 6 notes. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. And then F, E, D, E, D, D, like that. So yeah, so you tremolo between the low G and high G for 3 times, you can say. So it goes 1, 2, 3, F, E, D, E, D, D, like that. Okay? Yeah, that's another thing that you need to do. Okay, so just relax your wrist and just tremolo between those G's. Like that. Okay? Yeah, so that's the right hand. Left hand is what we have. We have like two arpeggios as well. Okay, so the first one starting with A, up to E, up to the A, up to C, up to E. And then down to the low F, up to C, up to F, up to A, up to C. Yeah, that's the left hand, okay? So, once again, the two arpeggios, A minor arpeggio going up to the E, and F major arpeggio going up to the C. Yeah, alright, okay? Yeah, it's more like that, okay? So yeah, so it goes, together, here, together. Like that. Alright, so together, together, like that. So yeah. The rhythm of that like arpeggio, the first half of that arpeggio is different to the other ones. It's a bit slower. It's like da 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 like that instead of da 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 da. Okay? So yeah, but it's really up to you. You can actually like make up your own arpeggio, as I always say. Like for the whole first section we just learned, you can just really make it up, the arpeggios on the left hand as well. You can be like, you can do that as well. It's really, like, as I always say, it's all about playing around with it, okay? I'm just like experimenting it for yourself. So remember, it's like C major, G major, A minor, F major. So play around with it, like repeat that a lot of times because it appears throughout the song. So you can just like vary it and make it more interesting yourself. All right, but anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next section, okay? The next section is like the Girls Like You section, okay? So we're gonna do it to the original. So it goes like this, okay? Here we go. Section as well, etc. Okay, but anyway, so let's go ahead and learn it right now. Okay, so this section I'll break up to a few parts. It's easy to learn. So right hand, this is the more bigger section. You can see a lot of octaves and a lot of quadruple notes. Okay, so here we go. So right hand starts on the C octave, goes C, 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 D octave, and then quadruple note E, G, C, E. And then it goes C octave, C, 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 okay? So, and then it goes the quadruple note B, D, G, B, C octave, D octave, down to A octave, G. Okay, so that's the first part. Let's call that the first part. Let's do it again. It goes the C octave, C, 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 D octave, quadruple note E, G, C, E. And C octave, C, 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 and then B, D, G, B quadruple note, C octave, D octave, A octave, G octave. That's it for the right hand. Left hand is what we have. We have like the lowest C octave on the piano, and then the highest C, and G, up to the E, back down to G, C, G octave, higher G, D, B, to D, G. You can see it's a kind of like a pattern here. Okay, here we go. Let's do it again. So you can see it's like a C octave, and then you reach up for the higher C for that one. Go up a fifth, go up to the E, back down to the two notes that we just did, and then the G octave. And once again, same pattern like the C. Reach up to the higher one, and then the fifth to D, and then up to B, and back down to two notes. You can see like it's a pattern itself for the left hand as well. So they use this pattern for the C major pattern. So it's like, you can see it's like the same pattern for two chords, okay? Important to learn patterns like that. All right, two hands together goes like this. The right hand starts. Last C and the C octave together. Together, together, yeah, yeah. Together, 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 yeah, yeah. Like that. There you go. One more time. It goes. Together, 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 together. Like that. There you go. Moving on to the second part. Right hand continues, goes a quadruple note A, C, E, A. Alright. And then C octave, and D octave, A octave, G octave, and then goes quadruple note A, C, F, A this time. Okay, and then C octave, and then D octave, and then C octave, and then quadruple note C, E, G, C. Okay, there you go. One more time. So, it goes like this. It goes A, C, E, A, quadruple note, C octave, D octave, A octave, G octave, and then it goes quadruple note A, C, F, A, C octave, D octave, C octave, and then the quadruple note C, E, C. Right? That's the right hand. Left hand is what we have. We have the same pattern as like the first part we just learnt. So A octave, and then the higher A up to the 5th E, up to the C, and back down the 2 notes. And then time to do the same pattern for F octave, up the higher F, and to the 5th to the C, and then up to the A, down to C, and F. So you can see, like, this particular piano arranger likes to use the pattern in this section. Okay, so that's the pattern that they use. So let's do it again. So it goes A octave, high A, E, up to the C, back down, and then F octave, higher F, and 5th to the C, and then up to the A, and back down the 2 notes. There you go, pretty easy. You can see, like, once you learn the patterns, extremely easy. So it goes skida, 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 ya, ya, skida, 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 and ya, like that. There you go, one more time. So it goes skida, 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 like that. There you go. Now moving on to the third part. The third part goes like this. Let me see. Okay, left hand starting on the low C. Let me just see. Oh, awesome stuff. Because the left hand is actually exact same left hand pattern as the first part we learned. So remember the C octave, the pattern, and then same for the G octave as well. Yeah. So exactly the same left hand pattern as the first part we just learned in this section. So we just save some time. That's why it's always important to know the patterns. So you'll speed up your learning process. A lot more efficient that way. Alright, so that's the left hand. Now, let's move on to the right hand for this third part. So, the right hand, we have this quadruple notes C, E, G, C. Okay, goes 2 times. Then quadruple note B, D, G, B. Another 2 more times of that. That. So all quadruple notes here. So C, E, G, C for 2 times. Then B, D, G, B, quadruple note for 3 times. 2, 3. That. Turn together goes like this. So it actually held from the second part. So the quadruple note was held from the second part, end of that, and you're holding it, and then the left hand comes in. Together. Yeah. Together, yeah, like that. There you go. Let's do it again. So held from the second part. So starting, together. Actually, let's do it again. So it goes held, and here. So it's not together. It's like here, the 2. Same for here, like that. Okay, so do it one last time to confirm it. So right hand starts. Here, together. Here, like that. Alright. Now, moving on to the fourth and last part of this section. Right hand continues, goes quadruple note A, C, E, A. And then goes C, 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 D, E, C, and then the quadruple note C, E, G, C. Yeah. There you go. Let's do it again. So it goes quadruple note A, C, E, A. And we have the octaves C, 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 D, E, C, and then quadruple note C, E, G, C. Like that. That's it for the right hand. Left hand, yeah, we go to the same left hand pattern as the second part of this section. Okay, so once again, we save some time. So the A pattern, A octave pattern, remember? A, E, C, E, A, and then the F pattern, same thing. Super awesome. Just save some time. It's exactly the same left hand pattern as the second part. Okay? Alright, so once you get the left hand pattern, the right hand and the left hand goes together like this. So it goes together, and it goes here, and then together, here, like that. There you go. One more time. So it goes together, here, together, here. There you go. So yeah. So what you do, you can like after that you like repeat this third and fourth part that we just learned. So back to the okay. So it's this section. So like back to. Yeah, so like this section is like repeated itself. You can do that. Okay, so yeah, you can go ahead and mix them around and match around with it. Okay, so yeah, have fun with that. And yeah, by the way, if you want to add like your own improvisations, you always can, because like they're all based off chords. You can like even like make up your own arpeggios, like you know how it's like always like C major, G major, A minor, F major. You can basically like left hand, you can actually do your own arpeggio as well. You can be like, like, that's like the awesomeness of actually melody and chords. Once you actually master melody and chords, there's a lot of flexibility. It's not necessarily just like stuck to one particular version. Okay, you can have like as many versions as you want, and you can like make it up on the spot. Like literally, I made that up on the spot. It's based off the melody and chords that I know of this song. It's the most foundational and most easy version of it. But yeah, have a lot of fun and just play around with it yourself. Like you can do this version, you can make up your own other version when you want to improvise with it. And yeah, have fun with that. Okay, I have a few other tutorials on Girls Like You, because these tutorials are actually requested like by specific people. And yeah, so yeah, check those out as well. Have like fun learning those other versions as well. And yeah, as for now, that's pretty much it for today's lesson. If you enjoyed this lesson, make sure to check out the rest of my channel, because literally there are multiple thousands and thousands of these videos, ranging from pop songs of all languages, meme songs, video game music, movie, anime, and cartoon theme songs, and many more songs of all sorts that I teach. So most likely you can find your favorite song to learn on my channel. Also check out my website, bestpianomethod.com, linked in the description below if you want to learn more piano from me. Learn from my piano courses on how to play by ear, improvise, read sheet music, how to play and sing, and many more courses at all types of levels, even for those who have never touched a piano before. As for now, enjoy your time around my channel and see you next time.